You know my heart, it's children
Yes.
and the DCS system. I've been a part of it for years, and it needs to be revamped completely.
Yes.
We've talked about orphanages
Yes, we have.
and how we need to change it.
Yes.
I was really upset to think that we're going to put Eli Lilly again in pharmaceuticals, that we got to put more pills in the state of Indiana. Because I had kids come to my house that had gallon-sized bags of pills. I had kids that I've had to deal with in a ministry that were on 17 pills when they got to us. It's time to quit dragging our kids. So what are we going to do?
Yes, I love that. So there's a couple things we should have talked a little bit more about tonight. We should have talked about our veterans. We should have talked about our children. We should have talked about life. Those things should have happened, and it should have been a lot more because we're the conservative primary. That should tell you something. With DCS, I've heard so much. I've heard it described as a system that is completely falling apart and has now been like duct taped back together. But the problem is that duct tape is on a person. It's on a child. And so you could have a 13-year-old that's been in like 13 homes. I mean, like, how can a heart deal with that? I actually have personal experience with orphanages. When I was younger, my parents looked into adopting a child, and we didn't get to have the opportunity when he was younger. But when I grew up, I was about, I think, 13 to 15 years old, and I had a dream about this kid coming back into our family. And my dad did too. And so he actually reached out to this kid years later and asked if he would come and visit our family, and he did. And when he came and visited, he hung out with us and had a good time. And then my dad asked him, hey, would you like to be a part of our family? And he said no. And my dad said, why not? And he said, because I'm at an orphanage, I'm on a farm, and these boys that are with me are my brothers, and I don't want to leave them. Indiana, I believe that the Department of Child Services needs to be completely outsourced to the private sector. We need to completely cut it out, and we need to outsource it to the people that have actually been doing a good job, like White's Orphanage up in the Wabash area. We need to look at having orphanages all over the state of Indiana. That is going to be something that's going to build the health of our children. But also, we need to enlist the help of pastors, because the reason we have orphanages is because we have broken families. And so we need our pastors to step up. Now is the time not to be secluded and inside your church, but to come out and let the light shine so we can be the city on the hill that we were intended to be. So thank you so much for bringing that up.
Yeah,
That's
and so I
important.
want to share, though, we have CASA workers all over the state of Indiana that the judge appoints to a child. They get paid nothing. I think it's time for those people that have that heart is to bring the CASA workers in. They're the ones that have the heart for these children. They're the ones that are the grandmas and the aunts for the people. And so we need a big change.
Yes.
We're getting ready to do it.
Yes, that's
And we
Indiana
thank God.
goodness. That's right. Thank you.
I love you.